Let's talk about tanks, those massive, thunderous machines that have shaped the face of modern warfare for over a century. They're not just vehicles, they're symbols of power, innovation, and national pride. Noisy, brilliant, and engineered to perfection, tanks are the ultimate expression of military might and technological prowess. Recently, something massive happened behind closed doors. Germany and Italy struck a secret deal that could change the future of European defense. There was no grand press conference, no parade of politicians, just a quiet handshake in Rome, away from the cameras and the headlines. Overnight, the entire trajectory of Europe's defense plans shifted. The continent's military landscape was quietly, but fundamentally, altered. This wasn't just another business transaction, it was a bold statement of intent, a signal that the old alliances were being reimagined. Germany's Rheinmetall and Italy's Leonardo, two industrial giants, are joining forces to create a new generation of armored vehicles, blending their expertise and resources. Imagine the precision of a Porsche and the flair of a Ferrari coming together to build not just a car, but a family of next-level tanks. That's how big this is. For years, the plan was a German-French partnership, a symbol of European unity, but that alliance was crumbling, weighed down by disagreements and delays. The secrecy surrounding this new deal was striking. No politicians boasting on TV, just a flurry of rumors, leaks, and hushed conversations in the corridors of power. Why all the secrecy? Because this deal doesn't just build tanks, it challenges the old European order, especially France's traditional leadership in defense projects. Germany, frustrated by years of waiting and stalled negotiations, found a new, eager partner in Italy. Together, they're moving forward at full speed. German engineering meets Italian creativity, an alliance determined to build the most advanced fighting vehicles ever seen, right on Italian soil. Instead of endless political debates and bureaucratic delays, these teams are rolling up their sleeves and getting to work, letting results speak louder than words. This isn't just about tanks, it's about ambition, power, and the desire to rewrite the rules of European defense for a new era. The shockwaves from this secret pact hit Paris and Brussels hard, leaving leaders scrambling to respond to a new reality. Two countries decided to stop waiting for consensus and start building the future themselves, forging ahead where others hesitated. The next chapter of European tank warfare is being written in secret workshops and late-night meetings, fueled by innovation and determination. This is more than just hardware rolling off an assembly line. It's the dawn of a new chapter in European power, strategy, and identity. And as the first of these new tanks rolls out into the sunlight, one thing is clear: this story is only just beginning. For years, Europe's big defense hope was the Main Ground Combat System, or MGCS. This ambitious project was meant to symbolize a new era of European military cooperation, bringing together the continent's most powerful nations to create a next-generation battle tank. It was supposed to be a revolutionary German-French supertank, replacing the aging Leopard 2 and Leclerc models that had served for decades. The vision was clear: a single unified platform that would dominate future battlefields and set a new standard for armored warfare. The idea was bold: unite Europe's top powers to build the ultimate land weapon, combining the best of German engineering and French innovation. It was a project that promised to strengthen not just armies but also political ties across the continent. But the project was a disaster from the start. What began as a symbol of unity quickly unraveled into a showcase of division and dysfunction. Announced in 2017 with great fanfare and high expectations, it quickly turned into a circus of arguments, delays, and missed opportunities. France and Germany couldn't agree on leadership, contracts, or even the main gun. Every decision became a battleground, with both sides fiercely protecting their own interests and industries. The Germans wanted their powerful 130 mm Rheinmetall gun, a symbol of their technological edge. The French insisted on their own design, unwilling to compromise. The standoff over the main armament became a metaphor for the entire project. Deadlines slipped, first 2024, then 2025, while the project stalled in political mud. Engineers grew frustrated as years passed with little progress, and the world outside grew more unstable. Rheinmetall, Germany's tank expert, was sidelined and increasingly frustrated. Their expertise and resources were left untapped as the project lost momentum. They had prototypes ready and ambition to spare, but MGCS was going nowhere. The dream of a European super tank was slipping away. As Paris and Berlin argued endlessly, Germany quietly started looking for a new partner, someone who could actually deliver results. The world was getting more dangerous and their tanks were aging fast. Europe's armies needed modern equipment, not endless debates. MGCS was supposed to be the future, but it looked like a relic before it was even built. The folder gathered dust as threats mounted and time ran out. Germany needed a plan B, someone ready to build, not just debate. The search for a reliable, motivated partner became urgent. That's when they looked south, to Italy, a country with a strong industrial base, a sense of urgency, and a willingness to invest in new technology. Italy brought not just money but fresh ideas and a hunger for innovation. Their engineers were eager to prove themselves on the European stage. The Franco-German dream faded into history, and a new alliance was born. One that promised action, not just talk, and a real shot at building the tank of tomorrow. Now let's look at Italy, a country famous for cars and cuisine, but not for tanks. Their main battle tank, the C1 Ariete, is a relic from the 1980s, underpowered, outdated, and unreliable. Only a handful are battle-ready. The rest are more museum piece than war machine. It was a national embarrassment and a real strategic problem. Italy tried a €1 billion upgrade, but it was just lipstick on an old Fiat. They needed a real solution, a new tank, and a new infantry fighting vehicle. Building from scratch was too expensive and slow. Joining the Franco-German MGCS would make them a junior partner. Italy wanted modern tech and a strong industrial role, fast. Their desperation made them the perfect partner for Germany. Leonardo, Italy's defense giant, was eager for next-gen tech. Germany had the answer, and Italy was ready to move. Why did Germany and Rheinmetall jump at the Italian partnership? MGCS was a nightmare. Shared leadership, ignored technology, endless delays. Meanwhile, Rheinmetall had already built the KF51 Panther, a next-gen tank ready to roll. The Italian deal gave them a major European customer and a real partnership. Building a factory in Italy meant jobs, tech transfer, and political support. For Rheinmetall, it was a power move. Bypass MGCS and set the Panther as Europe's new standard. The German government quietly approved, keeping MGCS alive on paper but backing real progress. This deal cements Germany's leadership in land defense tech. With Italy on board, other countries will look to the Panther, not MGCS. It's a masterstroke, selling the best kit, expanding influence, and helping a friend. This German-Italian partnership isn't new. They've worked together for decades. Think Panavia Tornado and Eurofighter Typhoon. These projects built trust and deep engineering ties. Rheinmetall and Leonardo know how to collaborate and get things done. Their shared history means they can skip the awkward phase and get straight to building. It's a return to practical, proven cooperation, not grand political visions, but real results. Germany has the product, Italy has the need, and both have a track record. This is industrial logic, not political fantasy. The French, stuck in debate, have been left behind. Italy's defense industry, once a junior player, is now a force, thanks to Leonardo. Leonardo has transformed into a tech powerhouse, leading complex projects and investing in digital warfare. In this deal, Leonardo isn't just assembling parts, they're a full partner. They'll handle advanced electronics, fire control, and communications, the brains of the tank. German brawn meets Italian brains. Italy gains not just new tanks, but the know-how to build and innovate. This leap in capability makes Leonardo a top-tier European partner. Italy is no longer just a customer, it's a creator. The deal boosts Italy's status in NATO and the EU. It's a bold move, industrial independence and a seat at the top table. That's why they had the confidence to break from the Franco-German mold. So, what's all the fuss about? Meet the KF51 Panther, a tank that's turning heads and making waves in the world of armored warfare. It's not just an upgraded Leopard, it's a whole new beast. With its massive 130mm cannon, the Panther hits harder and reaches farther than its predecessors, giving it a serious edge on the battlefield. Step inside, and you'll find a digital powerhouse. The cockpit is packed with cutting-edge technology, putting a world of information and control at the crew's fingertips. Advanced sensors, secure data links, and integrated drone control systems all work together to give the Panther unmatched situational awareness and battlefield connectivity. The Panther can even launch its own drones for reconnaissance or attack, and fire loitering munitions directly from its turret, expanding its reach and versatility. Its armor is a blend of tough steel and advanced active protection systems, capable of detecting and intercepting incoming threats before they can do any damage. Designed for the challenges of modern battlefields, the Panther is agile, resilient, and ready for anything that comes its way. But the Panther doesn't fight alone. Enter the KF51 Lynx, a next-generation infantry fighting vehicle that's just as impressive in its own right. The Lynx is modular and highly flexible. It can serve as a troop carrier, a mobile command post, or even be configured as a light tank, adapting to whatever the mission demands. Like the Panther, the Lynx is loaded with advanced electronics, digital controls, and robust protection systems to keep its crew safe and effective. The recent Italian deal covers both vehicles, marking a major step forward in European armored capability. Hundreds of Panthers and Lynxes are set to be built right in Italy, boosting local industry and military strength. Together, Panther and Lynx form a lethal, integrated team, each one amplifying the other's strengths. They share real-time data, coordinate complex attacks, and provide mutual protection, creating a networked force that's greater than the sum of its parts. This is modern armored warfare at its finest. Fast, smart, and devastatingly effective. It's the kind of next-level technology that keeps enemy generals up at night, wondering how to counter such a formidable pair. This isn't just Italy buying tanks, it's a seismic shift in European defense. For years, France and Germany called the shots. This deal breaks that mold. Italy is now a leader, not a follower, forming its own alliances. For Germany, it's industrial independence. Rheinmetall's tech won't wait for politics. The Panther is real, while MGCS is still a PowerPoint fantasy. Italy's army and industry are revitalized, boosting jobs and prestige. This is a new model pragmatic industry-led partnerships, not top-down mega projects. It's faster, more efficient, and delivers real hardware. Other countries will take note. Flexible alliances are the future. It's not the grand EU army some dream of, but it works. Europe's defense landscape just got a lot more interesting. The Italo-German deal is shaking Europe, especially in Paris. For France, it feels like betrayal. MGCS was their symbol of leadership. Now, Germany's gone its own way, leaving France isolated. The French defense industry faces being shut out of the next tank generation. The Panther-Lynx combo is a tough competitor for future exports. Europe's defense is now a web of alliances, not a single pyramid. The big question: which tank will define Europe's armies? Will it be the real Ready Panther or the still hypothetical MGCS? Armies across Europe are watching and choosing sides. The battle for Europe's ground forces has just begun.